Good to see you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I got back from class. I did other things, but I had class today and we fabricated a chicken for the third time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's been cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So tell me about it. Tell me, how's month one been? How was it when you got there?
Yeah. I think it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Like it's definitely
Okay.
challenging, but I guess less intimidating is the right word. Just because straight off the bat, most of the students in our class don't have restaurant experience and they are just home cooks. So I
Okay.
felt a lot better because I'm also very beginner. So yeah, so I felt like good just asking questions about stuff. And even though I know cooking is still not like my thing, because I still want pastries, it's has been very like exciting and interesting getting to learn all these like things like breaking down a chicken and a duck. Like I do enjoy it and like learning all these like different recipes, which
Yeah.
is just cool because you don't have to do a lot to make food taste good. So that's been cool. Yeah, I think everything has gone very smooth and I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's all been, even for just the first month.
Why does it surprise you, do you think?
I think because there's like two aspects to this. There's the first part of being like new roommates, new like people I'm going to be interacting with like 24/7. And everyone has been amazing. So that has been a big surprise that, yeah. And all my roommates, they cook all the time. They like love to do it and love to share their food. So yeah, that has been great. And then yeah, it surprised me with the school thing just because again, I had less experience. So I just
Yeah,
expected to be like the underdog in the class, like just not knowing how to do anything, but
sure.
everybody's like at a similar level. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, so tell me about the first week, like when you got there, what happened?
On the first day, I remember it was like nobody knew each other except for like us four. And so everybody was like
Yeah.
very quiet and like awkward. We have like a pretty big class, I found out. So we were just
Okay.
like sitting there. I was very like excited and nervous. I remember when we first like finally got into the classroom, I just felt like very relieved and happy because I don't really love school anymore. And so being in like this type of classroom, I just felt like way more in place. Like this feels
Right.
right. So that was
Yeah.
nice. Aside from that, the first week we did a lot of the first module or like the first couple weeks was all vegetables.
Okay.
So that was cool. I felt like that's like the things you see in like the very fancy restaurants with like having to do precise measurements and like all
Mm.
these things. So that was cool getting to see that, learning how to like cut with your knife. So that was fun too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. So I talked to Odie too, and he was
Yeah.
saying, that you all are cooking dinner together and all that kind of stuff. What have you been eating? Have you had anything new that you've never had before?
Yeah, so we started doing this thing. So like we all have different heritages. So we wanted to do like nights dedicated to those like our heritage. So Odie did a Cuban night and I
Oh
haven't really
wow.
had that much Cuban food and I loved it. He made like this chicken in the oven with like this it's a different citrus that I've never like known. I think it's called bitter orange. So he
Okay.
cooked it with that and that was really good. And he made yuca, which I've had before, but he cooked it like a Cuban way. So that was really good. And he made plantains. That was delicious. I've had that. But aside from that, I've had a lot of food. So
Sure.
something new is not often for me anymore. I
Yeah.
think probably what Odie made. But aside from that, I mean, oh, Angie made this like turkey neck stew with like black eyed peas, like southern.
Oh
So she did
wow.
southern food for her culture. So
Yeah.
that was very good. Never, I don't really have a lot of southern food often. That was good. And then yeah, those have been like the two main new things. But aside from that, they just bust out like these amazing, like I would say minimum 3 times a week. Like we're
Oh
eating
wow.
really good. Yeah, they cook so often.
That is
So
cool.
yeah, and then I try to bake here and there because again,
Right, right.
but yeah, so that's been cool.
Is
So far,
that, go ahead, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say so far I've only made banana bread and an apple pie, but I want to start doing some more things. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that coming up that like pastries and things like that? Is that coming up in a module down the road?
Yeah, that's gonna be in May. So we still have a
Oh
ways to
wow.
go.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
For now, right now we're in poultry. Next week, we're gonna do like meats, like red meats, and then
Okay.
keep going. And then, yeah, the pastry section later.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So have you, thinking about kind of our first interview and just thinking about like your future plans, has anything changed? Are you still on kind of the same trajectory now that you have all this new information, these new people that you've been talking to?
Hmm. I mean, like I said, I still know I want to do pastries. I think
Yeah,
it's like been more confirmed in my head that I want to do,
right.
just because it is like it's a very intense environment, like cooking chicken and meats as opposed to like making pastries. But aside from that, I think it's too soon to tell. For now,
Yeah.
it's the same. I think if anything, I've gotten more interested in food media. I haven't really done anything with that, but just my interest has been like grown, especially
Mhm.
having like Aarón Sánchez being like on TV and all these things.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we were talking about like starting something, the four of us together, like not a formal business, but like collaborating because we all have
Sure.
like different skills. And even now, Angie has been practicing like making drinks for our dinners too. So
Oh,
that's been,
wow.
we have like the drinks, we have the desserts, and then we have the food with Juan and Odie. So
Yeah.
I think that a little bit, but not a lot
That's
yet.
exciting. That's very exciting. What
Yeah.
have you all gotten out and explored the city together a little bit?
Yeah. I think they have more because again, I've like already lived here, so
Right.
I didn't like have so many things on my list. But I know Odie and Juan for sure explored like a lot the beginning weeks. We went to the Museum of Natural History together. We hang out a lot, but we don't go out a lot together. So I think that's something we need to start doing. I think personally, I'm like still adjusting to like this school every day and work and my other school. So I'm like
Yeah.
drained by the end of the week. But I think we'll start exploring more. I know for sure also Odie and Juan started like eating at more restaurants. So that has
Okay.
been cool. And they like tell us. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
right.
think we'll start planning more things. Yeah. We want to hit
Okay.
up more museums and more restaurants. That's on our list.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well,
Yeah.
what would you, for anybody else who's applying for the program, right?
Mhm.
For future program, what would you tell them? Like if they were hesitating, now, you've been here a month. So if somebody was hesitating to apply, what would you tell them?
I mean, I told myself this too when I applied. You have nothing to lose. Like, and I mean in the
Yeah.
sense because I was thinking like I'm gonna get it, which is pretty cool. Like at the beginning, I would go back and forth, but I'm thinking like, okay, I've gotten it, and that would make me more nervous to in a way because like
Yeah.
I felt like I had to like prove something to like chef or like my roommates. But it's like this is your journey, and you are getting this amazing education for free, and you get to choose like how you want to like work with it. Like no one's pressuring you to like go to a restaurant right after. Like Angie surprised me because she doesn't want to, she like 100% does not want to go to a restaurant, but it's
Okay.
cool because ICE is like very helpful and like they will help you find a different thing to do for your externship. So like she could go to like catering business as opposed,
Oh,
or like me too. I was talking to another student in a different class, how like food media, and he said, yeah, you should speak to the advisors because they could help you work at like Bon Appetit or which is a food magazine.
right.
So
Sure.
so that was like something that was like making me nervous, but you get to make your own path with this. So yeah, I think
Yeah. Oh, I love it. And is there, what's, I guess, the one thing that maybe has surprised you the most, that you just maybe you didn't know about, or just something, just
mm,
one piece of information that you're like, wow, that's great to know.
mm, interesting. This is hard. Surprised me the most. I don't know if there's like one bit of information that,
Yeah.
but I guess just the fact that you can go to culinary school and not have a foundation yet and learn. I think that surprised me just because I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
sometimes people have to have like a natural born talent for it and like you build that over time.
Right.
So I think that has been like surprising. And then just like, yeah, people are welcoming. And I think also what scared me too with this scholarship is like, wow, what if I like don't get along with my roommates or whatever? Cause like again, we're spending a majority of our time together. And it's like we're all coming here for like a similar purpose. And I think that like bonds you immediately. So we all like, even
Yeah.
if there were to be any like potential like problems, like we have this like thing that makes us like empathetic towards each other, maybe, I think. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, definitely a connection. Oh, that's incredible.
Mhm.
Well, it's so good to see you. It's great to catch up. I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, me too. I like I said at the beginning, I'm just been so surprised at how good it's been going. But yeah, I'm
Yeah,
excited. And I think my next thing, we've all been like doing this. I think Juan and Odie already have an idea. Like we need to find the restaurants we want to work at after. So it's
yeah.
exciting that that's like our homework of like finding
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, good luck. We'll catch up again maybe in another month and kind of see where things are going. But it's just, yeah, it's so great to see everything going so well. And yeah, let us know if we can do anything.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks. Good to see you.
Bye.
Bye.